20,000. That is the number of dead whales that die after a collision with a boat every single year. Now we might think that this number is not as high as we could expect, but the 20,000 whales is equal to distance from Prague to Vienna. Just imagine it. It's a massive amount. And as a future marine biologist, I can tell that this is a real worldwide problem. This is the impact of boat industry on the whale migrations. And whales are very important for our oceans. They're playing a main role in this system, which is called a whale pump. During this process, the whale releases carbon dioxide to the water. And carbon dioxide is important for phytoplankton, which is a bacteria which is playing a main role in the food chain for all marine animals, including our whales. How we are losing more and more phytoplankton, this is creating a huge instability in the food chain and can lead to a total breakdown. Why are these collisions happening so often? We can think about the scenario. A whale is migrating from one place to another. It is typical for whales to migrate. They're migrating for food, better conditions, partners, whatever. And even though the whales are marine animals, from time to time they have to go to the surface and breathe the air. So whale is jumping out of the water, expecting to breathe some fresh air. But with the difference, it crashes to the boat. For the boat, it has a neutral impact, maybe some smaller damages, nothing very much. But for the whale, it means an instant death. I'm not saying that the boats might not have any problems. They can. They can have some medial or economical breakdown because people could be asking if this could be prevented. Was it a bad observation or just a simple mistake? Was the boat somewhere where it shouldn't have been? So for the boats, it can have these problems. But for the whale, it means an instant death. And I think it's much more worse for the whales than for the boats. The solution is much more easier than we might think. And it's actually one of our solutions for everyday life. And that would be bypassing. In simple words, going around. We can think about this with this example. In Brno, this is happening a lot. They're always shutting down the streets and fixing them. Let's say at this end of this station, at the end of this road, there's a tram station by which you're always going home. So of course, you won't go through this path when it's closed. You'll just go around another street, still getting to the tram station, still getting where you want. That's the same with these boats. They won't go exactly through these paths. They'll go around, still getting to the point where they want, but without these collisions. I've recently conducted the Fundación Canaria, which is located on the Canary Islands, and they gave me a whole new point of view on this situation. They gave me this idea how important it is to save these whales, but also how economically best and inexpensive this solution is. If you might be asking, what positives would it have for the boats? Well, as I mentioned earlier, it can have some economical or medial impact. If these collisions won't happen, they also won't have these problems. And that's a still big plus for these boats. I've also saw the premiere of film Nika, and in this film, these collisions were mentioned. And it's very sad and horrible, but also true, that these collisions are happening. And we have to start doing something with it. Even though you might be like, yeah, she just talked about it, let's move on. But this is important. It is important for oceans and also for better life on the earth. And we have to start doing something with this. We have to save these useful and magical creatures. Thank you.